it's not running in the bloodline. No. So it takes God to do that. So he can inherit anything. But when it comes to having a prudent wife, having a prudent man, you have to recognize God as the source. As the source. Since last year till now, I've been hammering on this issue. You cannot ignore God and have a good marriage. The reason being that the person that initiated marriage is God. Marriage is not cultural. Marriage is not what? Cultural. It's only since you came from a place, they have their culture. But marriage does not originate. It didn't come from that your culture. Culture differs. When you go to the East, you see another culture. When it comes to marriage, you go to people have their way of doing their things. But they are not the originators. If you ask your forefathers, they can tell you they were born to see marriage. Marriage started from the Garden of Eden. God is in charge. He is the owner. He was the one that said it's not good for man to be alone. And he said, we do what? Give him a helper. God take that responsibility. And I want you to know that the three sources of helper, if I still use the word helper, is God, Satan, and self, as in flesh. God, Satan, and who? Self. You can choose anyone you want as you are led by your eyes, your sight, your feelings, your emotions. Your emotions can lead you. I'm sure you know that very well. You can just see someone and like. I like this girl. I like this young man. I like this guy. I like and die. Some they like person die. I love and die. Draw flags at the carton. Carton of the water flask, food flask, a mug will be so fine. If you don't check the inside, any amount they tell you, if you have it, you buy. But at the end of the day, when you open some at times, you'll be asking whether is it the drawing that I'm seeing inside? And some, if you don't pay, you don't open. Praise the Lord. So, you can find a wife for yourself. Wife, you can choose a husband by yourself and tell God to go and wait. You can tell God, marriage is not spiritual. Go and wait. Let me help myself. God, must you come in everything? And by the time you need God, He will tell you, you took that upon yourself. Handle it. So, house and riches are the inheritance of fathers by having a prudent wife. A prudence has to do with intelligence. What? Looking for an intelligent wife. Now, God, looking for an intelligent husband. Okay, so you have to maintain a close walk with God, like Proverbs 3:6. Like Proverbs 3:6. So if you want to have a good marriage, you want divine settlement, you have to acknowledge God in all the steps. While you are praying, while you are desiring to have a husband, don't just take it upon yourself that I know what I want. You don't know. I'm telling you that you don't know. As a guy, don't just believe I know what I want. You don't know. Your senses, being a youth, there is how you reason. And the singles have how they reason. I mean it. Until you get married, there are some thinking that will not cross your mind. So acknowledge God while you are desiring a life partner. Tell God, help me, lead me, direct me, guide me all the way. I cannot do it. To acknowledge simply means to recognize someone's rights and authority. Know that God has right to give you husband. God has right to give you wife. Some persons used to think that if you allow God to give you wife as